One of the technologies that I learned about that can be used in the classroom is Kahoot. Kahoot is a simple, interactive, easy to use that can be used in several different ways. I'm on the Kahoot website right now. I will go ahead and log in. This is something that can be used for reviews with your students. It can be used on any device. You can also play public Kahoots. You can create your own. You can add images, or you can add time limits to the questions. The surveys are neat. This is kind of a pre-lesson survey you give your students to see what they know about that topic. So we are now in the Kahoot site. As we first look at the site right here, if we scroll down, we can see these collections. So these collections are actually curriculum collections, math, STEM, earth and space. I have a Kahoot that I have done. We'll go ahead and go to this one. So this is when you set up your account, this is what it looks like. The one I have is current agriculture issues. If you go over here, you can see that you can edit it, you can share it, you can duplicate it, or you can delete it. So when you are on this platform and you have duplicate, this is a good thing that you can do if you find a Kahoot that you like, but maybe needs to be just updated a little bit for some of your questions or answers. You can duplicate that, and then you can create and edit to your liking. So this one here, I played several times, 3 times, and it's visible to everyone. We're going to go ahead and play this just so you can see how it's played. I will be logging in on my cell phone. Students are one-to-one, so they are all able to log in on their devices. Let's first look at a few game options. So this name generator, it lets Kahoot pick a general, funny, and friendly nickname for your players. This will help you avoid inappropriate nicknames in the game. If you don't do this and you let them create their own nicknames, there is a naughty nickname. So when they come up and they put the nickname in, you can actually go in and delete the nickname. At that point, their screen was green. So when they try to log back in with another nickname, their screen will be red. So you can walk around the classroom and actually find out who logged in with that naughty nickname to begin with. So that's a neat feature of that one. You can also randomize the order of your questions and randomize the order of your answers. So those are a couple of different options. You can automatically move through the questions. So as soon as a question's answered, it will automatically move to the next one. So let's go ahead and go to do the classic. So as you can see, they can log in, they can download the app, they can do it on Google, they can do it on a computer, an iPad. Right here is your game pin. So what I've done is a survey. In the Ag Leadership class, we were talking about different ag issues. So this is a good survey that they can take to see what they know about those issues. So I'm going ahead and logging in on my mobile device. I'm connecting. So I can pick my nickname. I can do Crazy Tiger. Let's spin again. Glad Bunny. Spin one more time and see what we come up with. And Witty Ostrich. Okay, I'll go with that one. So the name generator automatically selected that for me. I'll put it up there and you'll see it come up on the screen. And there it is. So in 13, and we're going. So as you see down here, it says naughty nicknames beware. One click on your name and you're out of the game. So as we go through this, I've set up the questions of topics that we're going to cover in this class. As we're doing these topics, depending on how they answer, will determine how much time we spend on each of those topics. So as you can see, there was one response for that in the classroom. So the next question is, so again, we can see the number of responses, again, since I'm the only one playing. But if we had 4 responses on one and 2 on another, just a good way to kind of see what their thoughts are. Again, you can see the timer over here, so they can have a little bit of time to actually think about those questions before they answer them. Again, you can determine how long. So this here tutorial that I'm giving would be really good to do to your fellow teachers that maybe aren't familiar with Kahoot. Maybe even students, if you have a teacher's aide, then they could put together those actual questions for the rest of the class. That's another thing you could do is have your students submit questions to you, and then you make a Kahoot quiz or a survey or a review out of the questions that the students have submitted. So, like I said, I'm introducing a new topic or kind of an exit ticket to see what the students know. Okay, so all my questions are now answered. And so we are done with that. We're not going to do a new game. We are actually going to go back to our Kahoot site. So just back to Kahoot. And the students will have a different login than what the teacher has. So the teacher has those possibilities to actually create the different quizzes. So here at Kahoot, again, the beginning screen, I'll go ahead and log back in. And I'll show you one other thing that I think is really neat. If we just type in jumbles in that search, what we can do is actually have some jumbles, which are multiple part games that they have to put together. We'll go to the math jumbles here. But they have to think about it, and there's they have to put them in succession. So this one here, math jumbles. So we're going to go ahead and play that. And again, I'll log in on my mobile device. So again, those game options that you can change. Podium, give more players a chance to experience their own epic win. So you can have first, second, and third place. So if you want more security with no logging in. And we'll just go to the classic here. This way you can kind of have an idea as to what it is like when you are doing this one. So we will enter our code 896251. And the Zany Emu, and we are ready to go. So you aren't able to see my screen on my mobile device, but I will just talk you a little bit through it as it comes up. So here we go. And so this one here has 10 questions. Put the coins in order by their value from least to greatest. So you see they give you nickel, dime, penny, quarter. So least to greatest. So students actually have to process and think, okay, which one's the smallest, which one's the biggest. And then they have on their device where they can actually change the different answers. So least would be a penny and greatest would be a quarter. So as I'm moving those colors on my device, and then we'll have dime and nickel. And then I have a little button I push and it answers it. So it has my correct answer for that one. And here it goes with the next question. So make a true statement. So the true statement, equal to is 40 plus 20 and 40 plus 20. So let's do, I'm going to do it wrong this time and see what kind of an answer we get. So I have done equal to 40 plus 20 is 40 plus 20. Oh, and it's incorrect. So it tells me it's incorrect. As you can see up here, right there. So there's 10 of these, so we're really not going to go through all of those. But like I said, Kahoot can be used in several different settings in the classroom. All different age groups like this also. So if you've not yet tried Kahoot, again, it's free, can be used on any device. And, you know, your endless possibilities of what you can do. You can add your own images to it if you want recognition of images. So happy Kahooting.